Hello, and welcome to English Audio Lab. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Alicia. We are so happy you are here to practice English with us today.
That's right. Today, we have a very useful topic. It's something that can help everyone in their daily life. We are going to talk about time management.
Oh, time management. That's a great topic. I think we all wish we had more time in the day.
Exactly. And learning how to manage it well can make life much less stressful. Alicia, have you ever had problems with managing your time?
Oh, definitely. I remember when I was in university, I used to feel so overwhelmed all the time.
Overwhelmed. That's a great word for our listeners. Can you explain what that felt like?
It felt like I had a huge mountain of work to do. I had assignments, exams to study for, and a part time job. I didn't know where to start.
That does sound like a lot. And when you feel overwhelmed, what do you usually do?
Well, back then I used to procrastinate.
Procrastination, another excellent word. Tell us what you mean by that.
Instead of doing my important schoolwork, I would do something easier, like watch a movie or clean my room, anything but study.
I see. So you delayed the important tasks. And what happened when the deadlines got closer?
I would panic. I had to stay up all night to finish my work. It was so stressful.
That sounds very familiar. I think many of us have been in that situation. But you learned to manage your time better, right?
Yes, I learned that I had to prioritize my tasks. That changed everything.
Great. We've just heard some fantastic vocabulary. Let's explain these words clearly for our listeners. Let's start with overwhelm.
Okay, so to be overwhelmed.
When you feel overwhelmed, it means you have too much to do and it causes stress. You feel like you can't do it all.
Like my story about the mountain of work. It felt too big to even start.
Exactly. Now, let's practice saying the word overwhelmed. Let's try a sentence. You can pause and repeat after me. I feel overwhelmed with work.
Great. What's the next word, Trevor?
The next word is procrastinate. This is a verb. It means you delay doing something you should be doing.
So you do something less important instead, like scrolling on your phone when you should be studying.
Perfect example. Procrastination is the enemy of good time management. Let's practice saying it. Procrastinate. Now try the sentence. Please repeat. I need to stop procrastinating.
That's a useful one. Okay, you also mentioned the word deadline. What is a deadline?
A deadline is a noun. It is the specific time or day when a task must be finished.
For example, if a report is due on Friday, Friday is the deadline.
Exactly. You can miss a deadline or you can meet a deadline. Let's practice. Please repeat. The deadline for this project is tomorrow.
Okay, last one. You said I learned to prioritize. That sounds very important.
It is perhaps the most important skill in time management. To prioritize means to decide what is most important and to do it first.
So you look at all your tasks and think, what do I need to do right now?
Yes, you organize your tasks from most important to least important. Let's practice this word. Prioritize. Now for the sentence. Please repeat. I need to prioritize my work.
Those are great words: overwhelmed, procrastinate, deadline, and prioritize.
Now let's listen to how these words are used in a real conversation. We will do a short role play. Imagine two students talking about an exam.
Okay, I'll be student one. Ready, Trevor?
Ready?
Hey, how are you feeling about the history exam next week?
To be honest, I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed. There are so many chapters to read.
I know, right? The deadline is coming up so fast. I always procrastinate until the last minute.
Me too. We should make a plan. We really need to prioritize the most important topic.
That's a great idea. Let's make a study schedule together. That way we can help each other stay on track.
Perfect. If we plan well, we won't feel so overwhelmed.
That was a great dialogue. Did you notice how we used all the key words?
Yes, the students felt overwhelmed, so they decided to prioritize their studying to meet the deadline and to avoid procrastinating.
Let's do one more role play, this time about two colleagues at work.
Sounds good. I will be the manager this time. Hi, Alicia. Do you have a minute to talk about the quarterly report?
Sure, Trevor, what's up?
I know the team is working hard, but I want to make sure we meet the deadline on Friday. What's our top priority right now?
Well, finishing the sales data is the most important task. I've told the team to prioritize that.
Good. I don't want anyone to feel overwhelmed, so let's make sure we have a clear plan for the next 2 days. No procrastinating on this.
Agreed. I'll make a task list for everyone to make sure we stay on track.
Excellent. Listening to dialogues like these is a powerful way to learn. You hear the words in a natural context. Now that we've learned some key vocabulary, let's dive deeper into some practical techniques for managing time effectively. Alicia, you mentioned making a to do list. How does that help you?
It's a simple but powerful tool. Writing down all my tasks helps me to see everything I need to do. It gets the tasks out of my head and onto paper. This reduces that feeling of being overwhelmed because I can see the tasks clearly. I like to review my list in the morning and decide on my top 3 priorities for the day. And it shows how these words are used by native speakers every day, at school, at work, and in life.
Now let's practice some key sentences. Repetition is very important for learning. I will say a sentence very slowly.
And I will say it at a normal, natural speed. Listen to the difference in rhythm and flow.
Ready? First sentence. I feel so overwhelmed this week.
I feel so overwhelmed this week.
Next sentence. Let's prioritize the most important task.
Let's prioritize the most important tasks.
Good. Next one. We have to meet the deadline.
We have to meet the deadline.
And the last one. Try not to procrastinate on your homework.
Try not to procrastinate on your homework.
Fantastic. Now it's your turn to speak. We will say the sentences again. This time, there will be a pause after each one. Please say the sentence out loud during the pause. Ready?
I feel so overwhelmed this week. Let's prioritize the most important tasks. We have to meet the deadline. Try not to procrastinate on your homework.
Well done. Speaking the words and sentences out loud is one of the best ways to improve your English.
So today we've learned some very practical English for talking about time management.
Let's quickly review the keywords one last time. We learned overwhelmed,
Procrastinate
deadline.
and prioritize.
Remember, good time management isn't about working all the time, it's about working smarter. It helps you have more free time for hobbies, family, and friends.
That is so true. Even making a simple to-do list can make a huge difference in your day. It helps you not feel so overwhelmed.
We encourage you to try using these new words this week. You could tell a friend, I need to prioritize my tasks today. Or you could think to yourself, I will not procrastinate.
Every little bit of practice helps you build confidence. Learning a language is a journey, so be patient and kind to yourself.
Thank you for joining us at English Audio Lab. Keep up the amazing work.
Yes, thank you. Keep practicing, stay curious, and join us again next time. Goodbye for now.